Welcome to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Linden Houston. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a jerk chicken spring roll, and I'm going to show you tricks and tips how to fold it. And if you're new, please do remember to like, share, subscribe, do leave positive comment. Sit back, relax, do enjoy this video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make my version of spring roll. And some of the spring roll I'm going to make, I have some boneless chicken leg meat here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to season it up. And this is my version of doing it. So I'm going to do some jerk chicken spring roll. And I'll be doing some vegetarian spring roll also. So for the jerk chicken one, I'm just going in with some onion powder and some garlic powder on this. Next thing, I have some all-purpose seasoning which I grind up inside here. So I'm going to go in with some of this also. I'm not going to put any black pepper on it because I have some jerk seasoning which I've made up. So with this, I'll be using my own brand in this. So I'm going to go ahead. There's some here. We're going to put that over, and then we're going to mix this together. So make sure to mix it properly. And we're going to set this aside. We're going to cover him up, set this aside, and then we're going to work on our vegetables. So for the vegetable part, what I'm going to do, I'll be using leeks. You can use onion, but I will choose to use some leeks in it. So all this is personal preference. Next up, carrots. It's very important when you're doing spring roll, make sure your vegetable julienne. Very important. You can use a machine, but I rather cut them with hand. I love making these because sometimes in the evening, like later, when I finish, I can even make these, put them down, then I just fry them straight away. Next up, peppers. Next up, 2 cloves of garlic, or if you need more, feel free to add as much you want. So next I'm going to add a bit of ginger. So now you have all of this ready. Now it's time to cut your cabbage. So now I'm going to add some cabbage. I'm going to cut the cabbage. I'm using sweetheart cabbage. That's one of my favorite. Also, this cabbage cook easier than the normal one. Go ahead, Julian. So I'll be using all of this because the thing with this is going to shrink. So here you have the cabbage good to go. And then you have the rest of vegetable prep here. So what I'm going to do, I will start cooking these off and I'll take you through the process. So for the jerk chicken, I'll be doing it on a grill. Just going to add some oil on the grill. And what happened, I'm just in my catering truck. So it have a grill. So I can either do it on a flat top or I can smoke it. So I'm just going to do it on, I put it on the flat top, which is turned up. I just use it one side at the moment. And I'm going to grill the chicken until cooked and tender, and make sure it have a lovely golden brown color on it. So once you put it on the grill, just let it sit a while before you turn it. So today I'm out on this Borough Green with the food truck. So I take the chicken with me to do on the grill because it make it easier. Look how lovely this is and delicious. Soon I'll be turning it. So for the vegetables, just put a wide enough pot on the stove or whatever you're gonna use. Then let the oil heat up a bit. Then add your vegetable in, and I will explain to you the different season I use in this. So the different season I'm using this, I'm using black pepper, a bit of all-purpose onion powder, and just a pinch of salt. Cook this until about al dente. You don't need to overcook it. And after you cook it, let it sit a bit and get a strainer to strain it off, because you don't need the liquid in it to make the spring roll. Otherwise, it's gonna runs out on the spring roll wrap and make it a bit soggy. So now I'm adding the cabbage. If you notice, I saute the vegetable first, the peppers, onion, carrots, garlic. So I'm just adding the cabbage at the moment. Here I'm just adding in some vegetable stock, which I made up for myself. That's easy to make. I'm adding a little bit of soy in this. So I'm putting a lid on this to just let it steam a bit, and that's how it look. Lovely, nice, and delicious. That's how beautiful the color is, all the mixed vegetables. Normally I make a lot of spring roll when I used to work as a chef in the Sandals chain hotel. So I normally used to have to make about 100 spring rolls, like vegetable spring rolls. So this is how I do it, ladies and gentlemen. I just put a strainer there, and the purpose of this is to get all the liquid drained out. Make sure it's drained out for probably about, so this I'm going to leave it for about a hour and a half. Just leave it to cool and drain properly. So like the fillings, like the cabbage and the vegetable, these are finished. Jerk chicken is finished. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to cut the jerk chicken up. So with this, because of the nature of the dish, we're going to cut it in strips, which you can call julienne. So we're going to do them like this. And these are very good, like for a night snack, or you can use it as a starter, even in restaurants, your home, hotel. It's a lovely choice. So for the spring roll, I'll be using a 10 by 10 spring roll wrap. With these, you can get in your local international shop. So go ahead. I would say I'm versatile on the spring roll wrap. I used to make these 100 of these. So I'm gonna take like they're quite big anyway. So sometimes you can double it, but you don't have to. I'm gonna weigh them one by one, and the reason why, you know, the more air touches these, what happens is they get dry. So you have to be careful. So always turn it to an angle like this. If you want, you can start like this, like in. That's personal preference. So I like to measure mine. So this here, as you see, is 80 mil or 1/3 cup. So that's what I'm going to use for my filling, because I want them even. So you can use this, or if you want them bigger, feel free to do so. You can add a little bit more to it if you want. So that's my measurement for so far. So we're going to take our jerk chicken. We're going to place him like so. Just make sure you have, so you don't need to put no more than that in it. But this, the whole batch, I want to get about 15 to 20 out of it. If you want, it's personal preference. You can get, you know, just get some egg wash around here. And you're going to need some definitely on the end. So the first thing we're going to do, you start roll like this. Make sure you tuck him in. Once you tuck him in like this, then you start the process very slow. Keep it to an angle like this. Take him in like this, and then we're going to roll. See that? Now, if you want, that's personal preference, you can put a little bit of egg wash down here. So that's how you do it. You roll and you roll, and then you have your spring roll wrap. So that's how you need to do it, and we will repeat the same process until the whole batch is finished. So we're going to repeat the same process. Just going to fold them like this, and we're going to put this in. So one of that, and a little bit of jerk chicken. As I said, if you want, you can just put some, you know, egg wash around here. Personal preference. The next way you can do it, you don't have to do it like this or doing it like folding it, but you can start like this if you want. That's the next way. Once you do like this, make sure pull it in underneath. You know, another way, tuck it in. Then we're going to take this, when you fold them in, you know, brush that in like that. So make sure, if you notice here, form like a V. We're going to do like this. We're going to keep rolling them. At the end, make sure you have some egg wash. Thing is, you don't have to use the egg wash. You can mix, if you want, a bit of flour in water. And here you have your lovely spring roll. I'm going to repeat the same. So remember to tuck him under. Once you tuck him under, roll him straight down. At the end, you just put some egg wash or flour paste. They work just fine. So you continue the same until you have these. So basically I need about 6 of them for the time being, but that's what we're going to eat for supper. So we need to repeat the same process. So once you tuck him in like this, I'm going to do this one very slow. You take this one, bring it over. Next one, very slow, bring it over. But when you bring it over, if you notice, watch the V shape going up. See that? You want that V shape going up. You know, if you think it need a little bit more egg wash, just add a little bit more to it. And when you roll it like this, make sure that side you're going to put down, let it sit on that side. See this side? Let it sit like that. And then you have your lovely, fantastic, world-class spring roll. So I need to make about 2 more. Because I said that's my snack for tonight. I'll probably eat about 3 of them. I think I'm okay with 3 of them. So that's how we're doing it. Make sure you tuck him in. As I said, if you want, this is personal preference. You want to add a little bit extra egg wash. But once you tuck him in like this, just remember, bring him over like this. The next one over. So you have that flush. Keep him tight. Then you roll him. Keep him tight. Keep him tight. Just a little bit of egg wash. And you roll him. Then you have him. Very easy. I'm telling you, this is going to be really delicious, guys. Very nice. I remember when I used to work at the hotel, Sandals Dungever, I used to make some vegetarian ones. I used to make like 100 of these. If you notice, make sure you keep it tight. Very important. Keep him tight. Keep rolling him. Rolling him. Make sure, look at that. When you put him down, let him sit. And then this is what you get. See that? Uniform. So I will only make 1 more. So this is the last one I'm going to make. But I'm still going to make some more tomorrow because I like these. You know, this is like a light snack for me in the evening. See that? Once you tuck in him, you just keep rolling. And you get a fantastic spring roll, just like that. So before I start frying off these spring roll, I'm going to make some sauce. Here I have a little bit of jerk marinade. So this is my version of how I made the sauce. You don't have to do it. So I have some jerk marinade here. And I'm going to go in with some sweet chili. Bit of ketchup. I'm going to touch a little bit of soy in that. Bit of garlic powder. All that is personal preference. I'm going to go in with a little bit of chili powder in this. As I said, guys, just make it your way. Bit of chili powder in that. I'm going to give him a bit of stir. So that's my version of making my sauce. But you can put your twist on how you choose to make your sauce. So we're going to start frying off our spring roll. So make sure you put the side that you seal down. So we're going to put 3 in at a time. And within probably half a minute, remember to turn them. Very important. You know, because you want them to golden brown. So just give them a little bit of turn. We don't want them burned. We want them to cook properly. You seen that lovely color on it already? That's what you want to get. You don't want to rush it either. Make sure you have a good consistent temperature going also. Look at that. You seen that lovely golden brown color? That's what you want. You don't want, seen that? You don't want them burn. You just want them nice and crispy. Look at that. I'm going to repeat the same process. If I could get 4 in this, it would be brilliant. Well, nothing. If you try, get 4. Make sure. Just keep your eyes on them. Give them a bit of turn. But you don't want them burn, you know. Nice color. Consistent eat, and make sure you watch them. Ladies and gentlemen, if this video of any help to you guys, please do thumbs up it. And please do consider to subscribe, like, share. Do leave positive comments. Look at that. Nice golden brown color we're looking for.